Yeah. Yeah, we're good. Okay.
Okay. I don't know. As too often I sit up here, it's been a disappointing Saturday. I'm proud of our kids. We did some things better. I think they continue to do the things we need to do to give ourselves a chance to play well in practice, preparation. But again, just have not been able to truly transfer it to the field. I think probably really very, very, as we said, very, very slim margin of error for our football team and just not making enough plays to really get us over the hump. I thought we missed some good opportunities in the first half, especially on offense. But it's a little bit of the same thing, red zone, near red zone, just lack of execution there. And then obviously, I thought we played really pretty well defensively. Two things. I think for the third straight game, we got rough in the passer. This could have been a critical play in the game. I think they scored a touchdown after that drive. And then obviously the two drives to start the second half at this point. I told them at half, I thought it'd be 3 or 4 plays to make the difference. It probably was. Maybe it was the 2 deep balls, probably the 2 deep balls, the rest of the passer, and then obviously offensively. And a couple of short yardages. We had second and 1.5 there. I think it was at the 30. We take back-to-back sacks. Have to punt down 6. Felt like we're going to win the game 2019. I thought we were going to do that. So we'll just we'll go back to work, and like I said, I think our guys will stick together. Give them credit. They made a few more plays than we did, and that was really the difference in the game. So, with that, any questions you may have?
Coach, obviously, there was only 1 turnover today, but it was kind of big because it looked like you weren't about to go score again. And then they go down and score off of it. And does it get to a point where when you struggle with it as much as y'all have this year, that the fear of the turnover kind of starts creeping out? And I'm referring to like late in the first half, you had 15 seconds left, you hand off to maybe want the interception down there because you want to save the field goal, and then maybe let that punt bounce at the end there.
Well, that particular one, no, it didn't. We felt we already in field goal position. We popped a couple of runs thinking we'd make it pop another one, so we took a little bit of a shot there. And the plan was, if we did, I was going to let it run down and keep the field goal. But I don't really think that, because I think that's the second fumble we've had from a running back this year that we've lost. The only turnover we've had has been a drop punt. I think maybe Siddle. All the others have been in the quarterback position. And proud of Carson. Carson took care of the ball. Amazing game. He did some good things. I'm sure he did some things he's got to do better. But he didn't beat us. He didn't put us in a position where he made some critical mistakes that kind of cost us the game. So it gave us a chance to do that. We just couldn't make enough plays to move the football and get in the end zone.
Coach, I think as much as the turnovers have been costly, I think the sacks and when they're taken have been just as costly. And today, taking probably consecutive sacks felt like a turnover right there. Where is the actual breakdown on that? Because it looked like on the first one, the linebacker just came unblocked.
Well, and they may have. I agree with you. For the majority of the year, we've taken way too many sacks. It shouldn't have been sacks. Today, they brought pressure. Yeah, we have a limited number. I don't know exactly what they came with. We'll go back and watch. And could he have gotten rid of it? Maybe so. I don't. These two, I didn't have a good firm handle on exactly what happened. But like I said, we had it. I'm standing right there with second 1.5. I think the 30-yard line. We take the first one, and then that almost puts us in, almost takes us out of field goal range. But try not to think field goals. I'm thinking field goal for the half. But yeah, the half band. I didn't think today as much, but certainly those two are huge. Because even at the end of the game, if we got the field on that drive, then it changes really how they play. You know, we still had to have a touchdown. And, you know, we got to fill those punts. We let too many punts hit the ground. And, you know, they weren't punting the ball very good, which sometimes makes it tough, you know. And so, you know, we tried to block the last one. We wanted to move him up. Just said, I was at the point, if he kicks over your head, he kicks over your head. You know, 'cause we won't have a lot of time. But let's catch it. We let it hit the ground again. You know, and I think we lost 15 yards right there. But again, good teams gonna do those things. You know, and I just go down the list, and a lot of them are things you don't even see. You know, and that's stuff we've continued to struggle with, and you know, a lot of it's just experience growing up, and yeah, we've played a bunch of games, but you know, we still got some guys that are making some of those mistakes, so we'll continue to coach them up, and work hard to try to go beat East Tennessee State.
I don't know whether it's the law of averages, but I've always think that when bad things start piling up, there's sort of this feeling like, oh my God, what's going to happen to us this time? And I don't think it just permeates the guys on the field. I think the guys in the stands are thinking. I think that the whole world is watching, and it's so much the opposite from last year when I just was confident. I remember the Chattanooga game last year when you knew those guys were going to make a play. You knew it in your bones, and they did. So I don't know whether it's the law of average. I don't know whether it's inexperience. But something changed radically, and probably a lot of it's because you had a bunch of great players who moved on. But how?
Well, I would say this. I think we had a bunch of old guys, veteran guys, who you kind of knew exactly what you're going to get out of them every time. You know, because they'd done it enough. They were going to do this, and again, like this year, I noticed a lack of effort. You know, they just hadn't done it. You know, if you go back and watch a couple of years ago from those guys, they're probably doing some of the same things. You know. But you felt like you could overcome it, you know. And again, I think the majority of this year's just been, you know, critical errors and mistakes, turnovers. You know, obviously we played well enough on defense to win the game. You know, but you know the frustrating part is the deep balls, and some of, like I said, some of them weren't very good throws, and you know, we let a guy catch it. Their guy makes a play, we don't make a play with the ball, or these pass interferences. You know, sometimes we panic. You know, and again, you'd like to get a little better at that, you know, as we go. But, you know, they hit it, like I said, I think they hit a deep ball, hit the tight end, I think, in the first drive, and then they hit through another deep ball. You know, and then again, just the, you know, really the roughing the passer, we had him sacked, we had him down, let him get away, and then makes the throw, and we hit him late. It was. I mean, you know, they'll call it every time. We were trying to do it, but you know, but we did it. You know, and then I kept thinking until the end there, we're gonna stop, we'll get the ball back, and have a chance to go down there and score. We did.
Coach, of course, it was not the season that you've wanted, but what have you been able to learn about your team, about this young group, and yourself as a coach throughout this season?
Well, you just learn to keep working. You know, I will say this, these kids, they're just a commitment to our program, to Furman and everything. They're doing all the right things. Yeah, we'll continue to try to recruit good players. I think we've got some good players. We got continued development. We've always been a player development program. We have to develop players, and then, you know, with the number of seniors we had, we knew we were going to be young, and then we had a bunch of injuries to our older guys. And so all of a sudden, you play guys that weren't as developed as you want. You know, that's how it works sometimes, you know. So we'll just stay the course. We've had a good, you know, I feel good about our coaches and what we're doing. We just gotta keep working. It'll turn. Tide will turn, and you know, sooner rather than later. Just don't know when that's going to be. So we'll hang there and keep working.
Coach, let's go back to the opening drive where you just kind of convert, I think, at least 2 or 3 third downs, mine scores, and then obviously you force 3 and out, get it back, and then the fumble happens. And it's easy to say, well, that just changed everything, but it's the first quarter. It shouldn't change everything, but does it kind of change everything when you got to?
Well, I think it changes everything, but it certainly changes where we are as a team. And, Yeah, I was looking the other day, we're down to 18, 50, we've been 50% the last 2 weeks in third down, we ain't been close to 50% on third down all year. Yeah, we did, you know, Carson missed a couple throws we'd love to have back in the first half. I felt like obviously that turnover, we had some other opportunities that I thought we kind of wasted, or a couple of possessions, you know, we had the ball, I thought we had a good little rhythm going. And then, you know, like 10-10, you know, we finished the half, and then they got the ball, they go down and get a field, you know, we did get hold of a field goal. I think we 3 and out. You know, I remember the third, I think it was 3rd and 5, and they jump off sides, so we got the free play. We throw over the middle, and I thought I got there blatantly before the ball did, and we didn't get a call, so we're punting next play, and then they go down again. And I think that's when we got the penalty, and they ended up getting a touchdown. So bam, bam, you know, I think I looked up, there was 10 minutes to go, and we run 3 plays in the second half, and you know that's what, you know, veteran teams want to do, come out in the second half and play. They just were much better than us in the third quarter, and that was really kind of put us a little bit behind the 8 ball.
Coach, when you say the margin for error is a little bit different with this team, is that true of maybe any young football team, or is that
Probably so.
just
Probably so, and I think I think probably in the quarterback position, you know. Yeah, we got a bunch of receivers. We lost John Holbrook right for the half. We didn't have him in the second half, and John's made a bunch of good plays for us. But yeah, I don't know. I think we could always rely on some guys to make plays down there. We got some of those guys. You don't really know who they are, you know. So I just think, you know, we just can't beat ourselves. Can't hurt ourselves. We probably didn't hurt ourselves as much today, but we just left some plays in the field, you know, that you'd love to have back. Because again, I think when you go back through the game, it'll be like most games. There'll be 5 or 6 plays that were really huge plays in the game. Anything else?
Good.
Okay, thank you guys.
What do we have to say